Okay, we're on helmet cam. We're gonna go in the trailer with Gracie. And hopefully she'll just jump up. Come on, big girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Almost there. Nah, I'm not quite ready. I have to go poo-poos first, maybe. Let me come. Come on. Trailer training. It's so much fun. What are you doing? Can you just step up, please? Come on, big girl. She says, no, I definitely have to go poo-poos. There's no bathroom on this trailer, so I'm just gonna go outside. You good? Can you come up now? Come on. Up. Great. That's 1 foot. Not even. It's like a half a foot. Come on, big girl. You're okay. Come on up. Just jump. A big, huge leap of faith. Come on. I don't know if I can do this. This freaks me out. Trailers suck. Good. Next foot. That's okay. Come on. There you go. That's pretty good. How about a rub on the nose a little? Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Get some rubbins for that. Some rubbins and scratchings. Good, you're in. Shall we lock you in? Up you go. Rope on your back. Move your butt over. That's backwards. I need you over. And then your butt. There you go. That's a perfect spot. Now you get lots of scratches. Hey, good girl. Scratch the butt. She says, I definitely have to go poo-poos again. Definitely freaks me out. I know. You're a good girl though, you did great. Little shaky, I know. Scary place. But you've done great. Whoa! Just wait there. Wait there. There you go. No. Okay, let's work at this a little bit better. Come forward, and a little over. Eat some food. Scritchy scratch. Keep your head over there. Scratch the butt. Put the head back. Scratch the butt. Put the head back. Can't scratch the butt until you put your head back. Anyway, scratch the butt. Oh, put the head back. There. Put the head back. We almost got it. Okay. This is ridiculous. Come on back over here. Good girl. That's good. Right there. How about some hugs? More scratches. Relax. Relax. You're okay. You're okay. Hello. Do you want to just hang out together a little? Not ready to be left alone yet? You're okay. Relax, just eat some food. Eat some food, you'll be good. Yeah, trailing is hard. But today's a big day. And you'll be fine. I have a lot of faith in you. Play with the gate a little. Here, move over a bit. There we go. Okay, that gets us pretty solid in here. A little pat, 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 pat. You'll be good. I'm almost free. I don't know. We gotta go for a drive today. Gotta get you good with this stuff. Okay? Good girl. Good. Not bad at all. Just a gentle closing. Pat on the bum. Okay, you don't need your halter on in here, so take that off. So you can move freely, not worry about crazy stuff on you. There, it's your first time with no halter on in here. Okay, now comes the hard part for you. We're gonna go for a little drive. She's in. Okay. A little nervous, but she'll live. Okay, we've arrived. I expect to see a nervous Nelly inside of here. A little bit. Hi, Gracie. Yeah, a little worried, but that's okay. It's normal. Okay, let's get her out and go for a walk. Okay, there, nut butter. Don't turn around yet. Just wait for me. Wait. Wait. Get back. Get back. No. Wait. Stop. No. No. You have to wait. Good girl. Good girl. And you. Just wait. Take a breath. Trailer training isn't just about getting them on, it's also about getting them off. Stop. We don't want them racing off or pulling us off or running out or back up. There you go. Stop. Wait. Okay. So, now we get to start our walk to Alco Park. Now, this I gotta make sure my door is locked here. It isn't. So we'll lock that. Not that that isn't easy to pick. There's nothing in there, but all the same. Okay, so what we're going to do is essentially back up. This is a lot of why we practice leading in very calm situations, like in the arena or just on our property or something, and you get the horse to where they're really solid to lead, and everything that you kind of ask for and all the things that you're expecting are really smooth, so that when you come to situations like this where you're out and about and everything's new and they want to sniff everything and they're not really paying attention to you, you are secondary and sometimes tertiary in their minds of what you gotta have some kind of muscle memory both for you and the horse when it comes to taking them out, so that they don't when things do go a little sideways, you don't get totally out of control. You'll have some form of control and hopefully mitigate all danger. And then there's no way to completely get rid of all danger when you're with a flight animal. And hey, pay attention a little. She knows that she needs to stay in a particular place. She's getting a little snuggly, and it's not to their fault that they might want to be snuggly, but we have to consider that they're very big, and if she were to go sideways, especially here I am half paying attention and not having her quite in the right place, if something were to go off to her left, then we might have a little bit of trouble. Okay, so we're coming up on a gate, and this gate has a drain there and a squeezy spot here. Now, I don't like drains very much, and neither do horses. She doesn't like the gate. She's looking at it kind of funny. And so we have to choose either the squeezy spot. You're gonna make it. You're gonna survive. So we might just kind of come over here and check it out. You know, she says, well, I guess I'll take a nibble of that inch tall grass. That looks good. So she's got to check that out a little. So we'll come through this squeezy spot, pass by this other sign, and we'll see how she does. She's a champ. No surprise. So down into Alco we go. Now I had... You are way ahead of me. Slow down. Way ahead. Don't want that. I don't want her beside me. I definitely don't want her ahead of me. It's dangerous because, like I was trying to say, if something happens to the side of us, she'll just come barreling into me and expect me to get out of the way. So I might wave my rope a little and see, pay attention, back up. Now, I love this park because there's so many obstacles and things to pay attention to. We've got the water over there, which I have no idea if she's ever seen in her life. I think it's going to be all a big, huge exploring trip. You're on the wrong side. So I got to use my hands and rope. But we're going to come into this nice big meadow and maybe do a little bit of groundwork. Not a lot, but I want her to kind of come here and think, it's a nice place to come, but a little bit of work. So I'm gonna put you guys down because I need two hands. She's already stopped and trying to drag me, so I have to be cautious of that. You don't want your horse dragging you around. So I'll put you guys over here somewhere. Okay, walk around. Okay, so the thing about doing groundwork, you want to make sure that it's a safe environment. There's nobody here today that I can see. And the reason we're going to do some groundwork is because leading and drawing comes kind of easy to horses, but driving them around is different. And so in an environment like this that is a little bit different for her, she's never been here, I want to make sure that I can drive her around like I would in the arena. So the basic circles and rectangles and, you know, is she paying attention to me? Does she care? So we're going to do a little bit. Good girl. Keep going. You want to be able to pet your horse while they're walking and not have them stop. So I get to work a little bit on that extra touch. You know, when they're worried and you go to touch them and they stop, it means they're really worried. They're just doing that. So a car has just arrived. She's taking a look. That's okay. But I want to be able to touch her. And then if she stops moving, I get to practice what I'm doing when I'm getting her ready to be ridden, is I'll give her a little poke in the side and say, let's go. So that when the time comes to ride, it'll mean something. But pet them, touch them, and tell them they're good. Go, 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 go. Good girl. Okay, we're doing well. We're going to keep this up and then continue on for a walk. Okay, we did about 5-6 minutes or so, not very much groundwork. I've got her moving around. I can touch her, I can pet her, and I can even just sort of hug her as we walk along. I've shown you guys that a bit before. So now the point of this day, we're going to spend a little while here. I don't think I'd get a video of all of it, but I'll try to get some pieces. Shh, shh, shh. Stay on that side. I definitely want to have her acclimate to a bunch of things. Water. Maybe not get in the water, but definitely look at it. All kinds of trees. There's a guy with a couple dogs here, so we'll see if he comes out of the, you know, the bushes somewhere. you know, just the world around her, because when it comes to my end goal, which is to trail ride, I don't want her all snorty and wandering around and looking at everything. So I expect that we'll probably come to this park a good 20 times or so before, and by then hopefully I will be riding and doing basic walk and trot in the arena. She's doing pretty good. I'm letting her venture a little closer to me than I might usually, just keeping her in check a bit. Now it's getting noisier, and the water is usually a touchy thing for horses. They get pretty worried by the rushing sound of it and all that. So we're gonna go check that out. But I really would like her to be good with being out and about. And I think there's a mole around here. Wow, that's a lot of little holes. So we're gonna go check out the water. It's scary. It's real, you know. It's something she's probably never seen. Okay, I'll put you guys to the side so that I can concentrate on this a bit and you can watch. Walk away a little bit. So something to think about when doing this is that she's not going to want to put the water behind her when we're leaving. So I'm going to just flip the camera and I'll show you what that means, and something to be really cautious of when leading your horse around. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. But with enough practice at this kind of stuff, and coming to the water and going away and coming to the water and going away and being repetitious and consistent about it, we'll be able to leave the water without any issue at all. So I'm going to work on that a little bit, not much any different than you've already seen, and then we'll come back for the rest of the walk. Okay, so again, 5 or 6 minutes, working a little. She's better. So we don't want to stress her out too much at one particular spot. We'll move on and slow down, keep shuffling along. Lots to explore still, trees to walk amongst, and buildings and garbage cans and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna take a nice quiet walk along this roadway, and it's big, and stay back. So we've got lots of space in case any trouble happens, sort of thing, or if I've got to get her to move around a bit. If she gets a little jittery or something, you can do a tiny bit of groundwork. But you've got some space. It's not a tiny little trail. So essentially you're not trying to get something figured out about the woods or birds or dogs or whatever it might be on a small trail or something that has a cliff next to it or something like that. So we're keeping in mind that this is Gracie's, as far as I'm aware, very first time ever in the woods. I mean, outside of living in a place that's pretty woodsy. Now she's looking over there because the guy with the dogs is over there. So we're just gonna continue on this way. This place loops around. It's really nice. You're a little ahead. Back up. Back up. Make sure your horse can back up and not just go sideways. Back up. Back up. Back up. There we go. So, oh, I don't know if I was on that, but back up. Good. So we've got a little bit better of a backup. We don't want them over flexing one way, and we don't want them going sideways. So it should be smooth. So we're definitely going to go look at the water today, but I'm not going to make her go in. It's cold. I think this morning's temperature was 0 Celsius, which is freezing, but it's not. Nothing's frozen, but it feels cold. So we're not going to go in the water, but we'll definitely check it out. She might breathe on it or something. But garbage cans, picnic tables. We could go down here a little and just check this stuff out with your horse, because, and then watch out for sinkholes. You know, we don't want to. Now you'd want to really be cautious about coming around something like this. You don't have a lot of space, so we might ignore that one and go for that one over there. Let her have a nibble whenever she can. Hey, you're on the wrong side. Wrong side. Pay attention. Good. Oops. Hard to get the camera right while I'm doing this, but I really want to show you guys as best as I can what I'm up to. The river's over there, so she's a little worried. I have put her on this side on purpose. So far so good. We're not going to go to the river over there. It's too narrow of a spot. But little places like this are great to walk through and test out. Gets a little squeezy. It's like going through a gate. You know, you're always going to have places that can represent what you've got in a unnatural environment. So, hey, wrong side. Wrong side. Wrong side. Keep thinking. She gets it. Slowly. Here comes Zeus. And off we go. So let's get to the water and see what happens. All right, we've come to the next section of this walk. Got a bit of mud. We've got a branch that's sort of across the way. Squeezy spots like this, you want to make sure you're well ahead and keeping a sharp eye on your horse behind you. They don't rush forward for any reason. Now this area is much quieter. It's calmer. We can definitely just go check it out. So I'll probably put the camera down and make sure that everybody stays pretty safe. She's already a little snorty. So let's give this a go. So, things to talk about here. Water is scary for quite a few horses. Not all of them. Some take to water like a fish. But, you know, most of them don't. So, I don't have the right gear on to really go in the water. I had no intention of going in. Back up. But if I was going to, I would go in first and make some space. But a lot of times horses will want to jump where you are, so you have to be kind of quick about it. You could try to drive them in, but generally they like it when you go in first and they just happen to want to go where you are. So I don't have any chance of doing that today. I definitely wanted to check it out a little closer, so I'm going to try a bit more. And have her be more relaxed around water. Right? Can't be a trail riding horse if you can't go in water. Yeah. So let's give it a little bit more.
happening, Zeus?
See that? Good girl. See, it's just water. It's just water. Ah. Okay, well, she looks good. This is going very successfully. Yeah, you're not so worried now. It's good, right? It's just water. Okay, moving on our walk. Okay, from here, I've switched sides. For one, she's a little better on this side. I think. So we're passing by buildings. She can check those out. The trail is a little more narrow here. Not a lot. I don't expect to have any real trouble unless something jumps out at us, which I think would happen for any horse or human. And we're just going to kind of cruise along on these trails and then head home. Had a good walk today. I want to end on something pretty successful. I think the only thing that I want to do next is just up ahead here. When we get a little further along, we're going to get to the Corrals. And the Corrals are really cool. They were built by the city and with Haney Horsemen, which is a local horse club. And you can camp here with your horse or just have a picnic. Put your horse in a corral and ignore them for half an hour or something and eat some food, hang out with some friends. So we're going to check out the Corrals, and there's a bunch of grass there too, so it kind of makes a good opportunity to stop and have her have a nibble and realize that when we do come out and about, you know, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. She's a smarty pants, and I expect her to do quite well. I've got her up beside me. I know I've been saying all along, she's getting a little fast, but she's quite calm. She's, you know, a little sniffy and stuff, but that's normal. But overall, I'm really happy with the feel that I get off of her. It doesn't feel like she's prancy or trying to jump ahead of me or cut me off or any of that. She'd just like to be up beside me a bit. But I do know that I can stop her, back up, and it's, you know, I'm effective, I guess is the best way to put it. So here we are at the Corrals. These things are really cool. It's a nice little place. So we're going to wander into this first one here. And there's another one over there. There's a bunch here. So we're just going to go into here. Just a little paddock sort of place. She can come in with me. And then there's some grass to eat. And that's fantastic. It's a good experience for her to be in here. I'll just put the rope across her back for a minute and then scratch her butt. She likes a good butt scratchings. And then we can close that a little bit and just stay here. And there she is, number 5. Just eating grass. Happy horse. Okay, again, I'm going to be here for 5 or 6 minutes, and then we're going to probably get going home. She's doing great. Doing great. Well, 5 or 6 minutes later, she's finished off most of the grass in there, I think. Perfect. It's perfect for her memories. You know, when she comes here, she gets to just, I mean, this is a gorgeous place to be. It's a beautiful forest to be in. Nice park, it's quiet. Only seen 2 people so far. That's kind of the bonus of coming early in the morning too. You don't see a lot. Once in a while there's a school that comes here and learns some stuff about nature. So that's cool. But we're all done now. I'm gonna go get her. I've chained her up, of course, just to see how she'd do if I walked away. You wanna see if your horse is gonna manage if you don't stay right beside them. Right, Gracie? You did great. You just ate food. It's like grass everywhere. Little bits and pieces. Still winter, so we don't have a lot of grass going on. So we're gonna come out slowly and lead her on out. Still got Zeus here. Gather up my line a little bit and off we go. Now, the final leg of this journey is literally going to be just some quiet walking. I don't plan on introducing her to anything. I would like one of her, you know, memories to retain of being able to just eat grass in a nice little paddock. So I don't want to introduce her something new now. That would be the final item I'd kind of get through to her. And then in the future, I expect, you know, if we do this more often, for sure, the consistency of it will retain. And then trail riding will be that much easier, because this will probably be the place where I do my first trail ride. Look at that tree. that fell down. We had a lot of trees fall down in this park. Last February, I think, a year ago. And we had a massive storm, big windstorm. Knocked down tons of trees. The park was impassable in so many areas. And so that's why there's so many trees or logs all over the place. Here's a couple more little corrals. And then a couple of them were crushed. They'd been crushed by a tree or two. And so they had to repair them. Back up. And then there's one more over in the forest there. I'm not sure if they repaired it. It looks as if they have. Yep. That one definitely had a tree in it. But yeah, just flattened in here. Used to be a lot more trees. So. And then just in there, I've done this in other videos, but just up this pathway is a little gathering spot for people to hang out at. So, have some lunch. Okay, we're not gonna go down that path. That does lead back, but it leads up a hill, and I don't want to tackle hills just yet. Horses tend to, oh no, this is the one that was crushed. But they fixed that too. So, number 15 on there. I guess there's 15 corrals in this place. Slow down. And some horses will get freaked out about logs. They'll go by and they'll say, that's weird, there's a tree on the ground. I guess they get worried. The next time I come out, I'm definitely going to do more of these little itty bitty trails. So look for, you're a little ahead. Look forward to that. Because that kind of stuff is important, because sometimes they'll want to rush through certain areas. So you really want to make sure that you can stop them or back them in place and get them past lots of fears and stuff. So the trailer loading stuff obviously applies. Going near the water applies. So, wow. And that's it. That's today's work with her. Get her back in the trailer. I expect her to hop back in pretty good. We'll keep an eye on that with the camera, see if it goes as well as I expect. And then home we go. She can go tell all of her buddies the adventure she went on, if horses can do that. So far, so good. A little worried, but overall, coming along just fine. Quite happy with this. Look forward to the next one. Right? She says, no way, man. Take me home. Okay, we're coming back to the truck. We've had a very uneventful walk back, which is exactly how I like it. So it's time to get her into the trailer and go home. I hope this goes as well as I think it should. All is well. Let's put you guys down and make a little space. Come on, big girl, you gotta hop in. I'm on my way home. Come on. Good girl. You're okay. You almost made it. You almost made it. Come on up. Come on. Not another poof. on, Gracie. Get in here. You have to make it. You do. You want to back up? There. Come on. Up. Up. Almost. Come on. Move a little. Yep. Up. Up. Come on. Let's go. Not another poke. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're good? Can I go? Some food. You'll be good. It's okay. Not lean on it. Oh, trailer training. Patience and reassurance but we're in. Might have been hard to tell because it's so dark, but okay, let's go home. A little worried.